Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start off by saying thank you for all the positive feedback that I've been getting on the other videos that I've done. Today's song is When the World Ends. Now I'm trying to stay away from doing, the typical songs that you've seen a million times on YouTube and other websites. Songs like Ants Marching, So Much to Say, Too Much, things like that. They've been done so many times, and I couldn't add anything new. So what I want to do is try to do songs that you don't see very often, and I haven't seen really anyone do When the World Ends. So here we go. Dave has a couple of chords that people call Dave chords, which are really cool. One of the shapes that he uses is a minor shape that looks like this. Okay. And what we have here, just a little bit of music theory here, we have the root of the note, like in this case we have B, and then we have a minor third, and then he just doubles that. So this is the chord. Very common chord that you would see Dave play. Another chord that he would play would be a major version of this chord. So if we took this B chord here and just turned it into a major, a B major chord, we would move both thirds up, so from here to here, but with the root. So that's major. So you're going to see that chord a lot. Dave plays that chord a lot. So anyway, let's get on with the song When the World Ends. The first chord is B minor, and then the next chord he goes into is A. Alright, then he comes all the way up to the 12th fret and he plays an E minor. Then he plays D, and then C. So you can see he moves that chord around a lot. Now what he does is he starts in with a bass note for each chord pretty much. So I'll play the song. So that's pretty much the riff right there. Okay, the chorus is really cool. He plays some pretty insane chords on this one. The first chord he plays is actually a simple chord. It's just an F chord. Alright? Some people actually get away with just playing an F5 like this. But it sounds so much fuller with a full F. Okay, the next chord he plays, he's got two droning notes. He's got an F and a C. And he's moving the bass around, the bass being D flat, A flat, and then B flat. Okay? So when you play it, it sounds a little something like this. Okay, the bridge of the song is really, really neat. I love everything that Dave does. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Try not to make fun of me too much. Anyway, he's playing just a D chord. And then he does another typical Dave chord thing where he plays two notes of a major and minor chord with a droning D note. So what we have here, but in this case I don't think he's doing the droning D. So we have a D, and then he goes into an F sharp, okay, F sharp minor. So basically what we have is we have the F sharp here and the A note right there, okay, and then he plays a G. There it is. You have your G and you have your B. So when you play that, you have this. Okay, sound familiar? And then he ends with an A chord. Now you can play the A chord as a full out A chord or just a smaller A chord. So it would sound like this. And then he just goes into just this basic E chord. C5 there. So if we were going into that transition, we would have and then into the verse riff. That's pretty much the song. There's not a lot to it, but boy oh boy is it going to give your fingers a good run for their money. So you know, what you could do is, you know, attach your fingers to two different cars and have them drive in opposite directions to stretch them out. Have fun with this one.